Hi there. If you've had a breakup, a bad breakup in the last year or two, please comment yes below. Now, your friends are in Splitsville. Your crush is giving you the cold shoulder. Someone just said it takes two to tango, and you smiled, but you had no idea what they meant. Well, welcome to the club. This is the world of real English. So, you may not have known what they were talking about, but by the end of this video, we're going to fix that together. We're going to talk about relationship English that sounds like Netflix, not like your boring grammar book from high school. And by the way, do you watch Netflix? Just comment Netflix below. If you've watched a podcast and had no idea what some of the phrases meant, do join the conversation and let me know what those phrases were, and I read all comments and I will try to explain them to you as best I can. So, who am I? Well, if you are new to my channel, welcome. I'm Nas, and if you're returning, it's really great to have you back here with me today. Now, textbook English. Let's talk about textbook English. There's nothing wrong with it. It's fine if you're ordering a salad. But hey, if you want to flirt, if you want to fight, if you want to fall in love in English, you need the language of real people. So today we're going to look at 10 relationship expressions that native speakers like myself use and that most ESL learners miss because guess what? It's not in a textbook. So welcome to Real English with Mass. Let's start with it takes two to tango. It takes two to tango. And this means you can't blame just one person. So someone's cheating. Well, you know what? It takes two to tango. She didn't cheat by herself. It takes two to tango. Do you agree? Hit that like button if you do. It takes two to tango. You can't blame just one person. Next up on the list is three's a crowd. Three's a crowd. A third person is making things awkward. Three's a crowd. A third person is making things awkward. Ah, don't invite your cousin. Three's a crowd. That third person is going to make things awkward. Three's a crowd. Splitsville. Splitsville. Mark and Jenny, oh yeah, they in Splitsville now. Splitsville. What do you think Splitsville means? Yeah, they just broke up. They broke up. Splitsville. Splitsville broke up. And ghosting, I'm sure you guys have heard ghosting. It's all over the internet. It's very much a part of social media. Ghosting, yeah, disappearing without saying goodbye. Ghosting. He stopped replying after our second date. Straight up ghosted me. Have you ever been ghosted? Or even more interesting, come on, tell me. Have you ever ghosted someone? So disappeared without saying goodbye, without an explanation, just poof, ghosted. The fifth one is kind of old fashioned, but let's add it to the list. Catch feelings. When you catch feelings with someone, you start falling in love. Catch feelings. I wasn't planning to, but I caught feelings. You start to fall in love. Catch feelings. Can we pause for a moment? I'd like you to comment the phrase that we've covered, the one that really resonates with you, the one that you think you can really use in the real world. So go ahead and comment below. Is it takes two to tango, three's a crowd, Splitsville, ghosting, or catch feelings? Now, let's be real about this. No matter how good your English is, how good your textbook English is, no matter how many times you've read that Murphy's Grammar in Use, if you're sitting with native speakers, if you're sitting with a group of native speakers who are just chatting about relationships, about life, and someone drops, it was Splitsville after he ghosted her, and you're sitting there like, earth are you people talking about? Well, I got you, but you know what? Instead of just explaining it, there's so many explainer videos out there. Would you like to live it? Yeah? Well, you guys should know by now that I love a slice of good gossip. So, today I'd like to dive into three iconic relationships using some of the phrases from today's session. Like I said, it's all about real world English, and that's what I promise. Let's see if I can deliver today. So, if at any time during this video you feel like I am smashing it, please take a moment to smash that like button. So, iconic relationships. Let's start with, come on, Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie. And we're going to use phrases like Splitsville, ghosting, catch feelings. And I don't know, could we use the one that got away? Maybe not in this relationship, but we can for the other two coming up. And by the way, I have 5 more relationship phrases. So don't go away. Stay until the end of this video. Let's talk about Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie. When Brad Pitt left Jennifer Aniston, his wife at the time, for Angelina Jolie, it was clear. It was so clear that he had caught feelings. And for a while there, it looked like Brangelina would last forever. But a couple years later, they ended up in, yeah, you guessed it, Splitsville. And let's be honest, it was messy. Most splits are, most divorces are. So Splitsville for Brangelina. There were rumors of ghosting, long silences, unresolved feelings. This was all in the tabloids. And some fans believe that Jen was the one that got away. So the one that got away, we're going to dive into that pretty soon. The one that got away. Now, you hear phrases like these in English all the time, but guess what? Today, you have a story to match the language. Let's talk about Prince Charles and Princess Diana. Oh, three's a crowd, three's a crowd. Okay, so let's talk about British royalty. Prince Charles married Diana, but everyone, come on, everyone, including Diana, knew that Camilla was still in the picture. So, in fact, Diana said this in that famous Panorama interview. There were 3 of us in the marriage, so it was a bit crowded. Yes, you heard that right. Three's a crowd. It's exactly what she said. There were 3 of us in this marriage. Three's a crowd. Their relationship was emotionally on and off for years, and many feel that Diana was the one that got away. She was the big prize. She became, a global icon. Well, the royal family, well, we all know how that's going these days, right? So we're going to dive into what the one that got away really means. So please do stay tuned until the end.
And that was the focus of their fight over the last few years.
And you mentioned the length of time there. What is the kind of, I suppose, I can't ask for a usual amount of time in these circumstances, but is it significantly longer? Is it much longer than you would normally expect in these kind of cases?
It absolutely is. In a lot of these high profile cases, there's a lot of assistance that we have from managers and accountants, and we want to keep this quiet. This is damaging to their brand and their work. So a lot of times in a case of this magnitude, we could settle it within 6 months, a year at the very most. 8 months is really a sign of something more going on. It's an inability to let go and a desire to really harm the other.
And how much will be public and how much will be private here?
Oh, we have to talk about Elizabeth Taylor and all 7, or is it 8 of her marriages? So here we're going to use phrases like tie the knot, maybe it takes 2 to tango, or catch feelings, or have a thing for someone. Okay, now Elizabeth Taylor didn't just tie the knot once, she did it 8 times, including twice with Richard Burton. It was a relationship so passionate. It was basically a masterclass in It Takes Two to Tango. I think there were allegations of cheating on both sides. Both were to blame. It takes two to tango. They'd break up, start seeing someone else, maybe see someone else while they were still together. Then they'd get back together again and again and again. They clearly had a thing for each other. Even if, I mean, the rest of the world thought that they were toxic. And come on, let's be honest, it was kind of toxic. But you know what? That's just real world love. And this is real world English with me, Ness. Ready to move on to the next five? But before we go any further, honestly, I should have mentioned this before. There's a free downloadable PDF that goes with this video: relationship vocabulary, definitions, usage. You can shadow the sentences, it's perfect. And there are also some gap fills, matching exercises. It's wonderful. All you have to do is click on the link in the description. You get access to my YouTube classroom, and then you have access to all my free material. So why not? Go ahead and click on that link in the description. But now it's really time to move on to the next five phrases. On and off. On and off means relationship, drama, constant breakups. They're on again, off again. It's exhausting. Be honest. Have you ever been in a relationship that was on and off? We've all been there. Come on. We've all been there. On and off. Relationship drama. They together, they broke up. Constant breakups. It's chaos. It's passionate. It's dramatic. On and off. Seeing someone. If you seeing someone, you are casually dating someone. So if someone asks, are you single? Kind of. I'm seeing someone, but it's not serious, right? I'm casually dating someone. I'm seeing someone. But this one is serious. Tie the knot. Get married. Tie the knot. So I think Jeff Bezos and his fiancée Lauren Sanchez are tying the knot in Italy this summer. Tie the knot, get married. So Elizabeth Taylor tied the knot 8 times, tied the knot. And have a thing for someone. Have a thing for someone means to have a secret or low-key romantic interest in a person. I have a thing for someone. So she totally has a thing for him. It's this low-key romantic interest, but it's kind of secret. It's not open. It's not out there. She has a thing for him. It's kind of old-fashioned, but it's really cute. What do you think? If you like this one, go ahead and hit the like button. But don't hit the like button too many times because then you might unlike it, right? And if you're ready for the last one on the list, the one that got away. The one that got away, the person you regret losing. Take a moment and think about it in your life. I'm not sure where you guys are or how old you are. And also the ladies out there, I'd love to know where you're from. And think about your life. Was there one person that, embodies the phrase, the one that got away? The one that got away. The person you regret losing, the one that got away. She was the one that got away, or he was the one that got away. Quick check. Which one means you dating, but it's not serious yet? Is it catch feelings, seeing someone, or three's a crowd? Did you say seeing someone? Fantastic. So if you've ever been on the edge of a conversation, so a conversation is happening, everyone's chatting, they throwing phrases around, Splitsville and catch feelings and the one that got away, and you're sitting there feeling really left out, this is the reason why. You're not missing vocabulary. You may have memorized vocabulary lists. You may have mastered English grammar. The reason you're feeling left out, the reason you don't feel part of the group is because you are not missing vocabulary, and it's not that you're missing grammar, you're missing real English. So if you want to be a part of the group, if you want to integrate fully, if you want the English that native speakers like myself actually speak, please take a moment to subscribe, because grammar books, they don't cover real English. Textbooks don't cover idiomatic language and phrasal verbs that are part of the real world that native English speakers use. A lot of those textbooks were published in 2008 and have never been updated. Just think about it for a moment. We're in 2025. A lot has happened since 2008. Social media has happened. Gossip, tabloids, come on. You really need to join me in 2025 with Real English with me, Nas. If you're still here by the end of this video, wow, thank you for joining me. Thank you for staying with me. Please do stay tuned, because we've got so many interesting episodes coming up. I'm Nas, and you guys know what I'm going to say. It's ciao for now.